Everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Melissa. In today's video, I'm just going to be testing out a bunch of products that I picked up from Wet n Wild. I did just upload a haul not too long ago of all the products I picked up, so today I am putting them into practice. This is the final look I came out with. I think it came out beautiful. I really love it. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how I accomplish this look using all Wet n Wild products. All I have on currently is my skincare. So first I'm going to do my brows with the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. So very traditional with brow pencil. You get a spoolie on one side and your brow pencil on the other. That's what that one looks like. And I got this one in the shade Ash Brown. Just going to brush up my brow hairs. And I start by just evening out the bottom portion of the brow. Like light strokes, just really feathering it in. I was scared that this color wasn't going to work, but it's actually perfect. Bring the tail out a little bit. And then for the top of the brow, I don't do it at the very beginning. I start a centimeter in and just start feathering in the color, following the shape of the brow. And very lightly just color in from the third to the end of the brow if there's any empty areas. Then I'll take the spoolie and just start combing that product through. That's really all I do for brows, nothing crazy. I'm not sure if they had other brow gels, but I picked up the Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. Given that it's a mascara, I wonder if it has much hold to it. I didn't pick up an eye primer, so I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills to prime the eyelids. I did pick up two of their smaller eyeshadow palettes. This one is in the shade Camouflage, so it's got like khakis, browns. It does have a pressed glitter there. It's kind of like a gold, some pink and green. And then I also picked up a Full Bloom, which is more of this like cranberry pink, strawberry, whatever kind of fruit you can think of. um Sort of color story. And this one also has a pressed pigment, so if you don't like pressed pigments, these may not be the best option for you. And this pressed pigment is definitely more colorful. It's got like blues, greens, yellows with a sort of pink undertone to it. I think I'm going to go in with the Full Blossom for today. Zoomed you in for a little bit. Wild Wild does have their own line of brushes. I didn't pick any up because I have way too many brushes. I do own a few already. Like this one is like a blending brush. This one is like probably my favorite style of brush. The slanted sort of angled cheeks brush. So they make decent brushes. The packaging isn't the best. Sometimes the paint will start to peel off. But if you're on a budget and looking for some brushes, I don't think you would hate them. I don't find them to be like scratchy like some less expensive brushes tend to be. Going in with the lightest shade in the palette, this sort of peachy shade. I'm just going to take a blending brush, apply that to the crease, upwards, right below the brow bone. It is buildable, has good pigmentation, blended out really nicely. I will note though, it's not a complete matte. It's one of those mattes that have glitter in them. So I don't love that, but it's fine. Yeah, I would have preferred if it was just a straight matte, because just having like random chunks of glitter is a little weird. Taking the same brush I just used, I'm going to go in with the next matte shade. This one's more pink. I'm just applying it right below that initial shade. Kind of like a sherbet feel right now. Going in with this very cool tone brown matte. Gonna take that in the outer corner of the eye. They do have a bit of kick up, so I will warn you of that. Brown is not that pigmented. Yeah, I could have done without that. I don't love that, but we already laid down on one eye, so might as well do the other. That might be just like a one and done sort of matte shade, because I don't think it's playing well with the others. It's kind of too cool toned to go with these other colors, and it's looking like ashy on top of them. Going in with the sort of metallic cranberry sort of shade. I'm gonna take that on my finger to apply it all over the lid. Well, that was very lackluster, so I'm gonna try to wet and see if it applies better. I'm gonna take some ink blot on the back of my hand. This is like a mixing medium. And I'm going to take a flat brush and try to get some more pigmentation. So when you mix it with the ink blot, it becomes more saturated. And it makes eyeshadows last longer as well. You can also create liners with it. So that's better. See how pretty that is compared to that finger application. And normally foils do best with a finger application, so a bit of fallout with those eyeshadows, which is why I prefer to do my eyes first. So I'm not done with the eyes. I just like to get the main shadows down, but we're gonna move on to the base now and then finish up the eyes later. I picked up a few different primer sort of items. First up, I'm gonna go in with the Cooling Hydra Depuffer for eyes and face. I'm just gonna apply it under the eyes because I have other products for the face. So it's like this giant stick, and it is very cooling. It's like almost a liquid consistency. It's very interesting. Never used anything like this before. I'm sure other things exist on the market like this. I've just never been drawn to try them. So this one I've already had in my collection. This is the Impossible Primer. Comes in a squeeze tube. They recently released, I guess, the same primer in a stick formula. Like it says Impossible Primer Stick, the one silicone-free primer. Same motto as this one, so I'm assuming they do the same thing. This one claims mattifies, hydrates, blurs pores, preps skin for lasting makeup, and it's impossibly silicone free. This one doesn't really have all that blurb on it. But I'm going to assume they do the same things given they have the same exact name. I did also repurchase the Glass Correct primer. This is a holy grail product for me. Makes your skin very dewy, very hydrated. It does have like a slight green tinge to it. I don't know if it does much for color correcting, if I'm being honest. I just like how it makes the skin look like very hydrated. So if you're into that, I would recommend this primer. I'm not going to use this one today though, because they did come out with their version of like the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? The Magic Wand. I forget what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everyone has one now. Elf has one. Maybelline has one. Everyone has one. Dior just came out with one. Wet n Wild came out with Glow in Love. It's this sort of dewy 4-in-1 product. You can use it as a primer. You can use it as a highlighter. You can mix it with foundations. I don't know what the fourth claim is, but yeah, I'm going to use these two since they're newer to me today. I'm going to first go in with the Impossible Primer Stick. I guess I'll just focus this where I have like more texture or rather large pores, like around my cheeks. Up here in my forehead, I get pretty oily. On my nose. I get scared to add things to my nose because my nose doesn't like makeup. Around here. And the rest of my face is pretty normal. I don't know. I don't think it really blurred anything. Not that I can really see. It doesn't feel like super silicone-y, which it doesn't have silicone, so that's to be expected. I think it did mattify. You can definitely see it like on the forehead. It was a lot shinier. Going in now with the Glow in Love. I'm going to just apply this all over my face. Doesn't really have like any sort of scent that I can pinpoint. Well, that's very pretty. Definitely has a very nice glow to it. Never had much luck with their foundations, but they did just recently release a new skin tint. I got mine in the shade Light Cool. I hope this works for me. But very on trend with a lot of other brands right now. It's infusing skincare with makeup. Claims to be lightweight, buildable coverage. Does recommend to shake. It has a dropper. Not my favorite. But let's go ahead and apply this. Smells like makeup, like no floral, perfumey type of scents. This might be a little too dark. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going in with a dual fiber brush. The shade works. I got scared because on the back of the hand it looks a lot darker as applying. I've applied it to one side of my face. It's looking very dewy, extremely dewy. So I'm scared how that is going to develop throughout the day. It has pretty decent coverage. Okay, so it says it's light coverage, but I would say this is more of a medium. It did a really good job covering up my redness. Acne still peeking through, but it did cover it up a little bit. Looks pretty light on the skin, other than, again, I look extremely shiny. Like I said, I don't love this dropper. It's not a thick foundation, but I think it's too thick for this. So like when you go and you squeeze it, you're getting like one tiny drop at a time. It's like not really filling up the full pipette. Well, there it did. Made me a liar. But yeah, you gotta like keep trying to go back in there to get some product. So that's kind of annoying. Probably would have done better in a squeeze tube. It is very luxurious. It's glass. Um, but yeah, I would have preferred a squeeze tube or something with a pump. This looks so shiny. It looks very beautiful, but definitely gonna have to set this down. Picked up two of their Mega Glow makeup sticks. This one is a highlighter. Don't know if I'm going to use this today because I have other highlighters I want to try out. It is very beautiful though. It's in the shade Moonlight. So if you're into cream highlighters, this is a very beautiful, affordable option. I am going to go in with this one. It is marketed as a contour, but I think it's a little warm. It's in the shade Where's Walnut. That's what that looks like. Yeah, so that's definitely more of a bronzer. I hope it's not too orange on the skin. I'm going to apply that now. I'm actually going to just apply it on the back of my hand, a generous amount, and I will pick it up with a brush because I'm scared if I go right in, it'll be hard to blend out. And this way you have more control over the product. It's just applying a little bit at a time so you don't have to worry about it being like too pigmented and hard to blend on the skin. Yes, I definitely want to consider that a bronzer on my complexion at least. But I think it looks very nice on the skin. Gives you that very second skin sort of effect. It's dewy, easy to blend. Um, by the method I used to apply it, it wasn't too pigmented, didn't leave any like harsh marks or anything. So I do really like that. I'm just scared. I don't think this face is gonna hold up because it's already like so oily and shiny. That's super new to their line. This is the Incognito concealer. I've never tried it though. I got this in the shade Fair. I don't know if it's gonna be too white. I'm just gonna apply a little bit in the inner corner to brighten the center of my face. Going in with a smaller brush, I'm just gonna blend that out. It's definitely too light to do real concealing. This is definitely more of a brightening shade. before I go ahead and set anything down, they did release their version of liquid blushes. They can also be used for the lip, they state, but I'm going to be using them as blushes. I picked them up in 3 shades. This one is Berry True, Rosy Romance, and Coral Dream. Let's see. So based off the eye look I have today, it's either one of these. I think we'll go with Coral Dream for today. Very similar packaging to like the e.l.f. ones. Has your doe foot applicator. Just gonna start with like a little dot there. And with a brush from Real Techniques, I'm just gonna start blending that out. Pretty pigmented. Pigmented, but not like too scary. But I will notice, like, don't let it sit. I feel like where I applied it, it kind of stuck down already. So, gotta move quick with these, it looks like. And if anything, these are more matte than this foundation. So it's got like a matte finish to them. So far, everything is looking super nice. The foundation is not like gathering, kicking up. Again, my only issue is like how shiny it is. But I did also use like that hydrating glow, what is it called? Glow and Love. So that could also be making me very shiny. So we're going to go ahead and set. So this one I've had in my collection. I think it's a phenomenal setting powder. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus and Translucent. I also have the Wet n Wild Essence Primer Finishing Powder. This one's great for like really smoothing out the skin or brightening the under eye because it does have a tinge of white to it. So I'm going to set with this one and brighten with this one. All right, to set, what I do is I will just take some of the powder on like a very large brush, tap it into the palm of my hand so there's not too much excess, and then just tap it where I'm going to set. See, that took away the shine. Going in with the Essence Primer, I'm going to pinpoint this one more so under the eye, just to brighten things back up. I picked up one of their new shades of their powder blushes. This one's in the shade Naked Brown. It feels so smooth to the touch. I don't know if I'm gonna go in with it today though. It might be overkill, but that is what it looks like right there. They did do a collection with Marilyn Monroe. I only picked up the highlighter. This is in the shade Cool Champagne. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. It looks so beautiful. Going in with a very small brush. Apply it to the top of the cheek. Very like icy champagne, very white based. Like blend it in. It's super beautiful. Um, We're getting back into eyes and doing lips. They did come out with a new setting spray, up to 16-hour hold, natural finish. It does recommend to shake. Apply this before I go back into finishing off everything else. That has like a very nice fine mist. It has like a nice clean smell too. They definitely upgraded their sprayers. Their setting sprays are pretty good, but the sprayers are always either they don't work, they spray like a direct line. But this is a great improvement. I prefer my eyeshadow palettes to have a rather lighter shade for like highlighting or inner corner. This one does not. So I'm going to go in with that pressed glitter as my inner corner shade. I know a lot of people don't like glitters because they are not eye safe. So proceed with your discretion. I picked up one of their liquid eyeliners, the breakup proof waterproof eyeliner. I have mine in the shade brown. I'm just going to do a very tiny wing. It's a brush tip, which I love. And creepy, just a little bit to define the eye. Also picked up a mascara from the line. This is the So Divine Volumizing Defining Mascara. The wand looks terrifying. It has like a bend to it, but it's not malleable like some foundation wands can be. Very short plastic bristles. I don't want to stab myself in the eye. So let me go ahead and curl my lashes and let's see what this looks like. All I've done is curl my lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this mascara. I have bad luck with plastic bristle mascaras. For some reason, I always stab myself in the eye. See, I already stabbed myself. So that is one coat of the mascara versus just curl lashes. Like, it's okay. It's not waterproof, so it's going to weigh my lashes down. I did stab myself with this brush, so that's always a good time. Yeah, it's fine. I probably wouldn't recommend this if you have straight short lashes and don't like plastic bristles. So yeah, I do not recommend this product. Yeah, I think I'm gonna apply false lashes to mascara. It's a mascara. If you have lashes like me, you know how I feel. I'm gonna go in with that pinky matte shade and just run that along the lower lash line. I did just apply some false lashes because this is who I am. It's very rare that if I do like makeup like this, I don't put on some false lashes. I just feel like it completes the look, especially when you have such tiny lashes as myself. Next, I'm going to move into lips. I bought a bunch of lip products, but today I'm going to go in with a lip liner, one of their like blurring mattes, and maybe top it off with this gloss. So for lip liner, this is in the shade Bear to Comment. I really like their lip liners. I don't like spending a lot of money on lip liner, so theirs is a great option. Now I'm gonna go over that with their, what is this called? Soft Blur lipstick in the shade Nude for Love. like that. They smell so good. Like vanilla-y. Like this is my kind of lipstick. I love like soft, blurring matte lipstick. That's what the lip liner and lipstick is looking like. Very soft, neutral. And should I top it with this gloss? Why not? Since we're here. So this is the gloss in the shade. Oh my goodness. Tutu Sweet. Kind of like this peachy pearlescent sort of. It's gonna apply it to the middle of the lips. This one doesn't really have a smell. And this is my full face of Wet n Wild Cosmetics. I love how this look turned out. Nothing really gave me any issues to apply. Only thing I don't care for is the mascara, but that's just a personal preference thing. That sort of wand doesn't work for me. The eyeshadow palettes, they're okay. Some colors perform better than others, and they do have pressed glitters, so if you're not into that, probably just skip those altogether. The new skin tint, I've only been wearing it for maybe like an hour now, so I can't give you full-on thoughts, but I think this looks very beautiful. Once I set it down, it really took the shine down. It blended out really easily. Skin looks really good. Didn't cover up completely my acne, but for it to say it's light coverage, it did a pretty good job. It's not gathering around my nose. The under eyes look good. I probably should have gotten a darker shade of the concealer for concealing because that shade I got is way too white. But yeah, I'm gonna continue playing around with the product, especially like the liquid blushes and whatnot. But I am very pleased and like how this look turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Just want to thank anyone taking the time watching my videos, supporting my channel. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let me know down below what's your go-to Wet n Wild product. Have you picked up any of the new stuff they've been putting out? In my opinion, Wet n Wild still like reigns supreme at the drugstore. Great prices, great quality. Packaging is on par with all the other brands that are charging triple the price. I'm looking at you, CoverGirl and Revlon. But yeah, let me know what you enjoy from Wet n Wild's line. I'll see you all next time. Have a good day. Take care.